The things that I'm most proud of in my life, in looking back, are the things that I stood up for, the things that I did because they were right, and not only the things that I did because they were right, or stood up for because they were right. It was the things that I fought for because they were right, despite what it cost me personally.
Heard spoke about losing Johnny Depp and earlier stated that she does not regret the things she did during her relationship with Johnny Depp. She also said that she behaved in a horrible and unrecognizable way to herself and regrets it now. Besides the interview with Savannah Guthrie, a video surfaced on social media where she was seen talking about the things she did in her life. Unfortunately, fans took that video to be utterly fake. What do fans have to say about Amber Heard describing the things she did? Does Amber regret doing horrible things? Amber Heard in one of the videos was seen speaking about the things she is most proud of in her life. She said these things she is proud of in looking back are those that she stood up for. The things she did because they were right, and not only the things that she did, but they were right or stood up for them because they were right. It was the things that she fought for because they were right despite what cost her personally. Her statement was considered stupid and not so real by Depp's fans. They went furious with one fan saying she has an amazing ability to say a lot of things without saying anything at all. Another added that she's so perplexed that she doesn't know what to say. Hilarious. One more user hilariously trolled Heard with a quote by Michael Scott that says, "Sometimes I'll start a sentence and have no idea where it's going. I just hope I come across it along the way." One more stated that JD mentioned another example of her half-baked educational ramblings. Another wrote that she has a cringe-worthy savior complex. Amber, you committed vehicular manslaughter, beat up your ex-wife, and cut off your ex-husband's finger, and then lied to a jury and the rest of the world about it. Were those facts correct? Is it possible that her savior complex exists to keep the world and herself from realizing she's a murderer, abuser, and despicable human being? Yes, it is. One user added, "I don't think you realize what has just happened in this short video. She isn't wasted. She's telling a fabricated story in real time by repeating the words she's saying. Because she is forming her lie in real time, she repeats the words. It's amazing to see the processing speed, but it's also extremely dangerous." This is just one example of her deception abilities and how effective she can be. Another wrote further that excessive self-indulgence. Doing the right thing is always more difficult. That's the point. She just goes in useless circles to sound like she's saying something important. Moreover, one user stated that, "This, I believe, is due to her high intake of uppers, making a word salad. Fidgety movement that is overly motorized." One user commented that she was so self-centered. She can't say anything without congratulating herself. Another said further, "Amber is a troubled person. She could have said it in a much simpler way if she was as well-read or as intelligent as she claims to be." Another further wrote that, "Tell me how you have a completely different voice, inflection, and personality in each and every interview." One more user added, "I'm so proud of you because things were right. Looking back, things were right, and things you did were right. So you were right. From the perspective of a juror, a judge, and the media. I had sleepless nights watching you for 26 days, not only stressing but also going insane, trying to hear the right things you said. I was not a JD fan before, but now I am. According to the AH Dictionary, you require medication." One more added, "Why does she always appear to be under the influence in all of these new interviews? I'd never heard her stand up for anything until she lied about the DVSA allegations. She has never been an activist." Another user further said, "She just rambles nonsense, pretending to be a strong, powerful woman when she is really just an abusive bully." Moreover, a user said, "Wow, she's proud of being a bully and taking advantage of a good-natured man by beating him up. I'm sure she is." One more added, "She sounds as if she's supposed to memorize a speech and becomes disoriented in the middle. She has no idea what she's doing." Another added, "It is correct that I am thinking right now that what I did was correct, and it is correct to fight for what you believe is correct. When you stand right and look at your right side plus extra right times 20, right?" One said, "The things that I'm proud of are the things that I did because they were right, because I fought for what was right, so I'm proud, because I was right despite the fact that it cost me the entire world's respect, because I was right, and I'm proud of myself because I was right." That is her story, and she intends to stick to it. Another further added that, "Very self-assured. This is how Dr. Curry describes someone with BPD who imposes the same standards on others while failing to hold herself accountable to the same standards she preaches. Perhaps many people are like that, but her actions against Depp have caused significant damage. This level of self-delusion is both high and deep." Wow. One further says, trolling her, "The same here. I'm also proud of the things that I did that cost me, for the things that I did that I fought for, that I took a flight for not because they were right, but because I stood up for the things that I'm proud of."